what would be a question?
We just gonna say we his kids.
Okay.
25 years ago, Markeith Jig Hicks was called home to be with the Lord. The impact that he left in that community, his legacy still lives on. We are here today celebrating his life 25 years later. And what we see today is family and friends sitting together, breaking bread, and speaking of the great times that we shared with this legacy, this iconic, huge legend with a smile bigger than life.
What made Jig so special?
His smile. His smile, his loyalty.
The trust, the loyalty, how he was about his friends, especially his family.
The fun, the jokes. Like, it was never a dull moment. Like, everything was fun. Even when you mad, he thought it was funny. So you be ready to fight and he be ready to have a comedy show. In the end, you end up having to laugh because how is this funny? I be madder than a mother and he be happy.
Every time I see him, it was just glowing. Every time, you see lips, that was my man.
Man, what I miss most about Jig, man, was his charismatic attitude. For him to be so young at that time, how he cared. He was like a big brother. So some, they felt like a father at that time, and he was only a couple of years older than people.
He was like a father figure of sort, even though we were close to similar age. He was teaching us to bond together at an early age and how to look out for each other. That was one of the first people in our neighborhood, well, for me to see that he really gave back without asking for nothing. Even when I crashed his car, he didn't make me pay for it. He told me I had to give him $600, but I didn't have to pay for it though.
Oh man, the laughter, his laugh. Jig had a contagious laugh.
He was a unique character. He was, I know with me, we always kind of did a lot of horse playing with each other. So we always did like little pranks, minor pranks on each other.
We always was joking, stay joking, so we had something funny to say to each other every time. So it's my man, 100.
When it come down to his mentorship, man, and how he mentored myself, and not just me, but a number of other young brothers, man, in the neighborhood was an awesome thing, As far as his thought process, it was wonderful. When we didn't have it, he was there.
What I remember most about my brother was he was a giver. He gave to the family, so when he came around, it was like Christmas.
Jig was ahead of his time, man. He thought, his thought process was a little bit further than, we all the same age. He always looked ahead. He planned ahead. He was real motivated.
Jig was like a big brother. He was a financial provider in a sort of way. He always made sure that, we had things. He showed us a lot. He actually showed us about buying cars when we didn't know how to go way out in the suburbs to get cars. So he was like a mentor.
How would it be with Jig today? He'd probably be the godfather of some of my kids, or probably vice versa,
I miss him so much. I miss our family times. I have kids, he have kids, and I just wish that he was here so we could raise them together. I know that we would be just more than where we are now if he was still here with us.
How did that make y'all feel? And just hear people talk about y'all daddy and all of that.
It made me feel good, and it made me feel like I was loved.
Same with me. Everybody say we look alike. I got his lips and stuff. They say we act just alike. So yeah, it just made me want to meet him even more. Well, I met him, but it just made me feel honored to be his son.
As we sit here 25 years later today, we want to share all of the gifts and all of the things that he brought to us, and how this community still today have thrived off of what Markeith Jig Hicks have left with us. And the more we thought about it and think about it, how many years later, even 25 more years to come and longer, that he will bring the great gifts that we know we would all be able to share for generations to come.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you